Welcome back to Everything Chat. Ready for another deep dive?
Absolutely. Let's jump right in.
All right. Well, today we're going to be talking about Elon Musk and some of the things he's been saying about the U.S. government
Okay.
and some of his ideas for how to reform the U.S. government.
Sounds good.
So one of the big things that's been making headlines is his call to, like, delete entire agencies.
Right,
It's
right.
kind of a bold statement, you know?
It is, it is. And it got a lot of attention at the World Government Summit in Dubai.
Yeah, and he really seems to be pushing for some serious spending cuts.
Yeah, he does.
What's interesting is that he's not just, making these statements from the outside. He's actually got this DOGE thing, this Department of Government Efficiency.
Right, though the term department is a bit of a misnomer.
Yeah, how so?
Well, it's not an officially recognized government body. It's kind of this nebulous entity, and even though it seems to have access to some pretty sensitive financial systems,
That's strange, yeah.
Musk has been very secretive about who's actually working there and how it all operates.
Interesting. So what exactly is driving his desire for such a radical restructuring of the government?
Well, he stated that he believes bureaucracy has just gotten completely out of hand and is hindering effective governance.
Okay, I can see that.
He sees it in the regulations and the sheer volume of rules and procedures that he believes are strangling progress.
And he even used the analogy of warfare, suggesting that wartime often forces governments to streamline their systems, almost like a system reset.
Right, which is quite a provocative comparison.
It is, it is. It kind of makes you wonder about his broader stance on things like U.S. foreign policy.
Absolutely. There definitely seems to be a strain of isolationism in his thinking. He appears to be advocating for less intervention abroad and a greater focus on internal efficiency, and that's where his critiques of organizations like USAID and the National Endowment for Democracy come in.
Okay, what's his take on those?
Well, he questions their effectiveness. He believes a lot of aid gets bogged down in bureaucracy and red tape and never actually reaches its intended recipients or achieves its goals.
Yeah, I could see how that could happen.
He cited examples of billions of dollars being poured into projects with little to show for it.
I see. So it's not just about cutting spending, it's also about how the money's being used.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, shifting gears a bit, he's also been pretty vocal about his concerns with DEI initiatives, especially when it comes to AI.
Right. He's expressed concerns about the potential for AI to actually exacerbate gender imbalances in leadership roles.
How so?
Well, he's argued that if AI systems are programmed with a heavy DEI focus, they could end up inadvertently disadvantaging men.
That's a really interesting point.
It ties into this broader conversation about algorithmic bias. Even algorithms that seem neutral on the surface can end up perpetuating existing societal inequalities if they're not carefully designed and monitored.
Right, right. And this all connects back to his work on Grok 3, X's new AI chatbot, which he seems to view as both a potential solution to some of these problems, but also a potential threat. And then you've got his ongoing criticisms of OpenAI and ChatGPT.
It's a fascinating contrast. Musk envisions Grok 3 as being aligned with his principles, but he's been very critical of OpenAI. And it's important to remember that he actually co-founded OpenAI, but he left the company because he didn't agree with the direction they were going in.
Okay, so what was the issue there?
Well, he felt they were becoming too focused on profit, which he saw as a betrayal of their original mission. He's even likened it to an environmental nonprofit turning into a lumber company.
Oh, wow, that's quite the analogy.
Yeah, it is. So you can really see how his views on technology and his vision for government reform are all intertwined.
It seems like it. So to kind of sum it all up, Musk's vision seems to be centered around these key ideas: radical downrising of government, prioritizing efficiency over what he sees as bureaucratic bloat, and a potential shift towards a more isolationist foreign policy. And all of this is underpinned by a profound belief in the power of technology and AI in particular to solve these problems.
Yes, that's a great summary, and it raises some really important questions for us to consider. In a world that's rapidly changing due to technological advancements, what does Musk's vision mean for the future of democracy and governance? Does a leaner, more tech-driven system automatically equal a more just and effective one? These are the kinds of questions we need to be grappling with.
Absolutely. A lot to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today's deep dive. Until next time, stay curious and question everything.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.